I think Phil is right, and it'll be a dredge mirror, says Phil Nguyen. What's up, Phil Nguyen?
Yeah, us Phils have a kinship where we think the same things.
Yay2727 is asking what's the matchup. We know Jason is on dredge, David Thomas Tao. Only I know. Oh, there's a once upon a time to start the game.
All right, once upon a time, that means that we're on what? We're back on Cephalid?
Oh, he had that in that deck, didn't he? Yes.
Yeah, that deck
I'm
just
playing
plays it because
stupid.
it's a creature combo. Oh no, he's on Depths.
Reclaimer.
He is on Dark Depths. Get it.
There's Reclaimer. So Phil guessing depths. We'll see if he's right.
I'm guessing me a good old Dark Depths here. Yeah, transformational sideboard for sure, Phil.
Yeah. Phil Nguyen with the bold predictions in chat
I,
all
I
night.
love me a good transformational sideboard for sure.
There's space with looting.
Okay, so this is actually not the worst start. This is actually a really good start for David because now that he's got the elf on the table, he'll just be able to hold up a Bazooka Bog at any time.
Simic Land, says Rockman.
So Jason, I think, needs to just go for broke right now off this Faithless looting.
Did he
Because
hit
he's
a dredger?
got,
He did, yes.
yeah, he's got a six dredger, so he's just gonna Street Wraith and get some more action going before potentially doing that line, because he is facing a Jukabog. So, and that was a really good flip.
Yeah. Narcomoebas are great.
Narcomoebas, he's got a bridge plus a Cabal Therapy, so he can make at least a zombie as well.
So just for a moment, assuming uh, this is depths versus dredge, who's favored, do you
Yeah.
think?
Well, Jason might just kill him now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to flip over 12 more cards, and if he finds a threat plus another, there's the third Narcomoeba, so he's got six more cards. So if he just flips over uh, action creature plus Dread Return, he's just going to make a bunch of zombies. Oh, so for everybody's confused, they're backtracking because he needs to resolve the faceless looting before all of the triggers happen,
Yes.
or before all the triggers resolve, rather.
Yes. The life totals are ahead of what they're actually doing.
Okay, so he's going to flip over these guys. He's going to trigger the Creeping Chill, dome David to the face, and now he's going to consider whether or not he wants the Cabal Therapy to leverage getting some zombies before getting bogged, and that's what he's going to do.
Right.
So we'll see what he names. I mean, you got to assume that he's putting him on Dark Depths of some kind. So what do you name here? Oh no, he's on Cloud Post. David running back 12 post.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, once upon a time in 12 post, he's flashing those candelabras. There's no way Jason put him on that. So now we're gonna see.
What does he take here if he flashes this back?
Well, he flashed back to Cabal Therapy and he missed.
Oh, he did flash it back. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
'cause he flashed it back. I'm assuming he's gonna go get his zombie tokens right now. Yeah, Roland candles. David Tao is running back 12 post. Yeah, he's just straight up getting the bog right now. He's like, get all this stuff out of here.
Oh yeah. I for some reason I just didn't even think about bog.
Now I'm. Did he not have a bridge? Maybe he didn't have a bridge. I thought he had a bridge in the yard and should have some
Um,
zombies.
maybe.
I mean, if he did, he
No,
didn't. He didn't trigger them.
no. I don't think he did. If he did, I missed it.
Well, I mean, it seems. I assume that they just didn't because otherwise he would have had zombies
Right, right,
coming
right.
in as well. So now that we know about Candelabra and we know about Map, but he didn't have a land drop. So David is okay. There's a Thespian stage off the top, so that's really good because now he can just find the depths.
There's the map. Yep.
Those were wraiths. Okay, yeah. So now that we just had the bog just doing work here, I think Jason's just going to be running on empty, and the 12 post deck's probably going to be able to close this up fairly quick because this map could just find a depths and then a 2020 next turn, and Dredge isn't going to have a way to deal with that other than blocking for a couple of turns. But even then, he can if David's playing step, then the elf will just be able to find a step and swing through the blue flyers.
Right. Oh, what was that he got?
He got a dark depths.
Oh, we got a dark depths.
So
okay.
he's going to put dark depths on the table right now. He's threatening a 2020. Jason's running on empty, and assuming David is playing step in his main deck, then he'll be able to make a 2020 here, untap, elf, get a step, give pro blue to the Merit Lage, and then swing in for lethal. So I think this is a game one pretty much done here.
Stinkweed. Well, the Narcomoebas can block. Oh, but you're saying Sajiri step.
I'm saying, yeah, but I don't know what David's listed. So assuming he is playing the step, if he's not, then Jason will get a couple of draw steps here. Just blocking in the air.
So he's got depths and candles. Interesting deck. I haven't played against a deck with Candelabra in a really long time. I can't remember.
I mean, not very many people own candelabras in paper.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Or about to play them digitally, apparently, because I haven't been seeing many lists.
Yeah, but like Golos made 12 posts much more compelling of a ramp strategy.
Yeah.
Because Golos also getting Cascading Cataract, so you can just start casting spells for free off the top of your deck.
Yep.
And between Once Upon a Time being able to fetch the elf plus being able to fetch Golos, you start to have a much more cohesive deck thanks to 2019.
Well, it doesn't look like he's rushing to fetch a land now to get Sajiri step. We'll see what his...
Yeah, so if he doesn't have it, then he's just going to be swinging in.
Yeah, which is great. Don't get us wrong. Still heavily favored here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Jason's outs are at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't really race a 2020.
Well, it's like he's at 13. He's going to get to Dredge 5, but there's a 3/4 on the back. So it's like his Icorids aren't even going to be able to convert any damage here.
He needs to like hit all 4 Creeping Chills off the top or something. Oh, he already hit one.
Well, even if he had all 4 Creeping Chills left in the deck, it still wouldn't be enough. Like it can get you into, it can get you up out of range of a 2020 hit, but this will put him back to 19. He'll get another blocker. It doesn't really make sense to leverage this Icorid because there's a 3/4 that's just going to block it. So he's going to sack it to Cabal Therapy and hit his own Stinkweed Imps. Okay, so he targeted himself to get Stinkweed Imps back into the yard.
Makes sense.
I guess that's what you got to do. You just got to take a blocker off so you can mill.
Yeah.
Jason must know what his outs are. I'm not sure what he's digging to.
Yeah.
So there's crop rotation to X off another
and he's floating on
another spot on the bingo board.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And what is the target off a crop rotation here? Yeah, just get a Glimmer Post. Okay. So Glimmer Post will put him to 7. He's going to sack this to probably get a Cloud Post based on getting the Glimmer Post, or he's just going to get another post and gain some more life. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, Cloud Post.
Just a Cloud Post. Okay.
Yeah, so he'll untap with at least 4 mana. So if he has a land in hand and a Golos, he can then start going on that plan.
Frozen Divide says, what is going on with that crop rotation?
Yeah, dude, Candelabras and the new art crop rotation, right?
I actually like the new crop rotation art. It looks sick.
You're banned. So that forest is in his graveyard. Green Sun.
The Based Lord, thank you for the
Green
follow.
Sun for 3. What does he get for Green Sun for 3? Okay, yeah, he's going to tutor up a Crucible of Worlds and start rebuilding. Bog him again, and Jason's going to pack it up. Yeah, that's true. Phil understands that the best land that you could probably tutor up this day and age is Griffin Canyon. Exclamation point card Griffin Canyon.
Multi 6 for Jason here. Just an update on that. It looks like they're ready to start, and they are. Mana Confluence.
Cabal Therapy. And he's targeting David, and he is going to name...
This means stage, Crop Rotation. Green Sun's
Got the Crop Rot.
And he named Crop Rot. Okay.
Name Crop Rot, get Crop Rot.
There's Val Summer.
Veil of Summer. Who cares? On the draw. Doesn't matter. Get out of here with your Veil of Summers on the draw. Untap target Griffin. If it's a creature, it gets +1/+1 till end of turn. You tell me that's not the best Oracle text of all time. Untap target Griffin if it's a creature. So it first assumes that the Griffin isn't a creature.
I'm guessing that's a reserve list card.
Griffin Canyon? It's a Phil Nguyen card.
Yeah, it is. Which means it's like a higher tier than even the reserve list.
I love that. If it's a creature. What a clause. Because I'm trying to struggle to think of a card that is a Griffin that isn't a creature.
That is a good point. So far there may be none. Maybe a changeling that was turned into a land or something. With what's that card? Song of the Forest or something? I forget.
All right, so we got a Cephalid Coliseum now on the table. Playing an LED, a second LED. We got Garuda mana, a third LED. We got Grozoff mana.
No companions tonight, worth mentioning.
Yeah, Grozoff should probably have been a companion. If anybody wants to know what Grozoff is, exclamation point card Grozoff.
Somebody try it. All right, we're back to David now. So what are the... I'm trying to think... What are the cards that we may see out of a Dredge deck sideboard that are relevant here?
Against Depth? Or, I'm sorry, against 12 Post?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think Dredge is playing Land Hate out of the board, so...
Yeah, so what's their plan? Just do what they do?
I think you just got to do what you do, right? That's what you signed up for with Dredge.
Yeah.
BT Dubs, Griffin Canyon, the art, which is gorgeous, was painted by Stuart Griffin. Which, for those of you who are curious, yes, that's Stewie Griffin of the Family Guy Griffins.
What?
Yeah.
I'm lost.
So Griffin Canyon, the card, the artist is Stewie Griffin.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the real name. Okay.
We're not making that up.
Okay.
I'm serious. We're not making that up.
Okay.
As true as Grozoff is a 9-mana blue creature.
Okay. All right. 2 bridges in the yard now. Ikoria in the yard. He sacks the Coliseum. Okay.
Yeah. Let's get some dredges happening here.
Did he have Threshold? Oh, yeah, he did. He did.
He had Threshold, yeah. But he didn't have dredges, so he's just doing a natural draw 3, mill 3.
Gotcha.
And now he's going again off of the Faithless... off of
Flashback Faithless.
The Faithless Looting, and yeah, he's going to start dredging from here. So David on a much slower start because that Crop Rot was actually a good name here because that's going to slow him down from getting a Cloud Post and turning itself into a ritual. So
yeah,
that's giving Jason a bunch of time to develop. And
so there's a Dread return in there, so we may see Ashen Rider hit us. Oh no, he doesn't have. So I'm having trouble seeing. He has 2 Narcomoebas that just spawned.
Yeah, he's about to hit 2 Narcomoebas.
But he has multiple bridges, so he can flashback a ball therapy, get a whole bunch of zombies, then get Ashen Rider out, and that could be GG's. right?
He knows some of David's hand, so he can go after anything that would be relevant that he still cares about based on what he's going for.
Yeah,
But he also could just flash back another therapy. He's got a troll in the yard.
yeah. I'm looking at his
Um,
graveyard now. Troll. Yeah,
so he might consider just going for broke here because he's in a position to do so because he has near perfect information. So he doesn't know at least one of the draw steps on David's side.
right.
But he's got Dread Return. He can mill over a bunch of um, he can mill over the threat because he's going to make zombies, so he'll have the requisite creatures. So it's possible that he just goes for broke right now. But he just decided to get the zombies. He let David cycle his Veil of Summer.
There's 3 zombies.
So it's interesting if he needed to get Veil of Summer out of his hand for maybe follow-up Cabal therapies on future turns, but he could have targeted himself and still gotten the zombies without... I guess it wouldn't have mattered. David's probably just going to cycle it no matter what.
This is true.
So I guess it's kind of irrelevant either way if he's just looking to turn it into a card.
Let's see.
Well,
Now
he can't Ashen.
Ashen
He can't. He can't Ashen Rider and blow anything up, but he can put a 5/5 on the table.
Yeah.
That may not be relevant. He may just be looking for additional sack outlets to just start the zombie spread.
He could also
he
be thinking about. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
He could also be thinking about flashing back Ashen Rider next turn when the Veil is off.
That's true. And he also just hit another Creeping Chill, put another Narcomoeba onto the table, and now he's just sitting there with 8 power.
Right.
So 8 power against an empty board that looks like it's going to need at least another turn to develop.
And a big attack coming next turn for Jason regardless. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8.
Nate is saying that the Ashen Rider is a mandatory effect, so he would have had to blow up one of his own things.
I see.
But he's going for another Dread Return here. So he's going to get a bunch more zombies off of these 2 Narcomoebas that are going down.
Right.
So he's really going wide. So I think he's looking to just kill him after he gets to untap next turn. I see. So he's got 16 power. He's got this thing. He can just blow up his own land. It doesn't even matter. Like
yeah.
I'm not sure what David is going to be able to pull out here that can do it. No, Roland. There's a Veil of Summer in effect, so he can't target his stuff. But it's fine. He can just blow up his own.
Should I let him know he has to blow up something?
They figured it out. He's
okay.
targeting the Mana Confluence here. It looks like.
Gotcha.
Or he's just going to get rid of a zombie. I guess his clock is still the same. It doesn't matter. It's a one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just going to blow up a zombie. Okay, so he's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 19 power. So he's just got 19 power staring at
a map.
David's 15 life. Yeah.
Staring at a map.
So I guess David can potentially buy a turn if he can go double Glimmer Post, untap, and then like Candelabra plus Cloud Post plus Threat. That would have to do something crazy. You could probably tell my inexperience with Cloud Post is showing, I guess, if there's an out that I'm not thinking of. But
yeah, I mean, I've never played as this deck, I don't think. So
we know he got 2 fresh draw steps, so off the Veil and then off of his turn. So
if he has Tabernacle, it's GG. That is true.
Well, if he has Tabernacle, he can still pay the 1 and keep the Ashen Rider and then start.
Right, but I mean, it's not the end of the game.
It changes it from a 1-turn clock to a 3-turn clock for sure.
Yeah.
But it does spend him using his map.
Right.
And it looks like that's what we're going to do because Jason's picking up his creatures here. Yeah, he can keep the Ashen Rider. So the Tabernacle, if that's the target, will turn his 1-turn clock into a 3-turn clock. So it'll give David a couple of draw steps.
I forgot all about Tabernacle. Yeah. David taking a moment to search. I would have thought he would just throw that on the board immediately.
Oh, he's going for Glacial Chasm.
Glacial
okay,
Chasm.
that's way better.
Yeah, that is way better.
it's going to be tough because he still has to now spend we'll see how that buys him more times than Tabernacle,
Right.
and he probably has other ways to get a Tabernacle come that point. So he's buying himself a couple more draw steps. So Glacial Chasm is some cool tech. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, he also has the out of potentially delaying this even further by going like Vesuva my Glacial Chasm, sack the Glacial Chasm, and then it has the Vesuva won't have any counters on it, or he can Thespian Sage and copy the Glacial Chasm. So he has a bunch of ways to keep a Chasm on the table. The thing is that they're pretty resource intensive.
Chat wondering if David owns a Tabernacle. He does.
He does own a tab. Yeah, he definitely owns a tabby. David's played a lot of lands.
Yes.
So he 100% owns a Tabernacle. So there's probably a Tabernacle in his deck, and he probably considered it before going for the Chasm.
Which is a wise choice, I think, here.
Yeah. Chasm is going to buy him a lot of time, but if he pays a bunch of life, then he also has the potential to get into Creeping Chill range.
This is true.
Jason seeing a line that he can sack his own Ashen Rider to a Cabal Therapy and then go for another Dread Return to blow up the Glacial Chasm, and that'll do it.
Wait, how do you blow it up?
So Ashen Rider, when it dies because of the Cabal Therapy, he can blow up the Glacial Chasm.
That's right. Yep.
So he had a way to sack the Ashen Rider to clear the out. So in that regard, because he flipped over the Cabal Therapy, Tabernacle actually would have been something that kept him alive because it would have gotten rid of the zombies.
Both players mull to 5 here, by the way. Still resolving mulligans. There's Oburrow. Oburrow.
So you're looking for Palace in the Clouds. So Palace in the Clouds will let you just tap and you can just pay blue and pick it up. And since you can just continuously play a land off Fast Bond, you can then either mill yourself or you can mill them. And what's cool about the deck is that it plays both Bazaar and Mishra's Workshop, so you can go and get Crucible of Worlds and then just continuously cycle lands out of your graveyard through Fast Bond. Oh, it is a delight. You just get to play all of the vintage cards all at once, plus Hedron Crab.
All right. We're off here with a Cabal Therapy to start the game after a Reclaimer.
Yeah, so David starts with a Reclaimer. We got a Mana for Confluence, Cabal Therapy, and it looks like we have a whiff after David mulled to 5.
Yes. So 3-card hand left. Was that Cloud Post? I missed it. Did you see what the other cards were?
Yeah, Cloud Post, Veil of Summer.
Okay. And another land.
I think we're just really going to be pushing all in on this Elvish Reclaimer here to ramp some mana and then find a payoff.
Yeah.
But it looks like, David's just not interested in holding up this Veil of Summer right now.
All right. Well, a good start for David, regardless.
Yeah, so David's going to get to go next turn, play his land, tap, sack the map, get another Cloud Post, and then just have his mana online. But it does give a couple of turn cycles for Jason to just really explode on him.
Shout out to Gordon Felstad. I see you in the chat. Jebediah. What's up, dude?
Okay, so we got a pretty anemic hand on Jason's side of the board. He just goes LED Pass.
Mm-hmm.
So my guess that he might just use the LED as a discard outlet to get a Dredger into the yard.
Yeah, I'm guessing he has, how many cards in hand now? 3, maybe? He rolled multi 5.
Yeah, he'll have to burn that mana, but a 0 mana way to just get some Dredge and get some actual action going is probably pretty useful.
Agreed. I think it's, David's turn now. He plays another Cloud Post, basically.
Mm-hmm. Exclamation point card, Trade Routes. That card is sweet.
Phil Nguyen, we're curious what deck Phil Nguyen will also be playing with us on Friday for Vintage. Curious what deck he'd be bringing.
Phil, sorry if I blew up your spot on Vintage Crab.
I'm sure.
What's that deck called? Crab Cakes?
I believe it is called Crab Cakes, yeah.
I just made that up, so I don't know.
Oh, it's not? I don't know. I think
I just made up Crab Cakes. But the thing is that if everybody thinks like me and you, then hopefully they do. The deck is called Crab Cakes.
I don't know.
All right, so you got the map. and then he is playing a Basuba, copying the Cloud Post.
Fast crabs, fast crabs. I don't know.
I'd call the deck Krabby
Crab
Patties if there's a
Shack,
way we
Crab
can. Yeah,
Shack.
Crab
That's the
Shack.
one.
Crab Shack, wow.
Yeah. Crab
The
Shack.
GOAT? GOAT with Crab Shack.
Goat 314. Thanks for watching.
Glimmer Post.
Glimmer Post seems good. Was that gain 3? Yeah.
He'll gain 3, and now he's got 8 mana. Jason has 5 cards in hand.
Oh, Cloud
But
Post not quite in play yet. Glimmer
yeah,
Post, sorry.
if he plays it, he has access to 8 mana,
Yep.
plus any Elvish Reclaimer shenanigans if he wanted to get like an additional Cloud Post to ramp the post.
Yep. There it is. Gain 3.
So he goes up to 23.
Pass his turn. So now he
And
has
he just
6,
passes.
7, 8 mana. Is that right?
Yeah, so he has access to just getting another Cloud Post by sacking the Forest, which would then give him 3, 6, 9, 10 mana, which means that he's at Ulamog range.
Ooh, yeah. Ulamog range is correct.
I Based on the lands that he's been fetching, it seems like he's going for a big mana play like that, as opposed to doing what he did the first game on Dark Depths thing.
Yep. So his hand was
So,
Therapy, Bridge, Breakthrough, Rider. Okay.
and Troll. So he discarded the Troll so he can get some action
It's a
going.
pretty good hand though for
Yeah, the thing is that it's like he had all of his stuff, but he didn't have the Dredger in the yard, so he's
Yes.
like had to spend a bunch of turns like
Trying to get it.
finagling that, and he hasn't been able to use this breakthrough in a reasonable way.
Yep. So now we're seeing
So
an
it's
end
just
step Reclaimer here.
Yeah, it's just been giving David a bunch of turns to just ramp by 3 to 4 mana every time.
Sacks the Locust. Get another Locust, I'm assuming, of a different type.
My guess is that he just wants to continue to have access to green, but he's still going to untap with 10 mana by getting a third Cloud Post.
Yep.
Because that Basuva is a Cloud Post, so
Are we going to see an Ulamog here? That would be sick.
it could be Ulamog. It might be. I mean, he could also just like if he has a Golos, he could just Golos into Cataracts. Oh, okay. Maybe he's just going to go for the. He does now have access to depths. Getting Thespian Stage there is functionally the same thing as getting a Vesuva, because he uses the spare mana to turn it into a Cloud Post.
Right. Okay.
So he floated 4 mana, used 2, and then used 2 on the for the Reclaimer and the Thespian Stage. So he used all 4 mana that turn, and there's Dark Depths. Okay, yeah. So he went for the Dark Depths plan because he naturally drew the Dark Depths.
Right. That makes sense.
And so Jason just needs an absurd turn now because he's facing lethal.
Yes.
The thing is that he's facing lethal in the face of an on-board Bajuka Bog.
That's true too. Yes.
So like he needs to flip, but he also like is
he
going
hit
to be passing.
Narcomoebas.
He's going to be passing priority a bunch and give David the go-ahead to not only have the mana to make a 20/20, but also just bog him whenever he feels like it.
Yeah.
Plus surgical. Okay, I think we're close to wrapping this one up.
What did he surgical?
Surgical getting the Narcomoebas.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I'm trying to think what is left that Jason can do here.
Bit awkward that you can't search decks on webcam games.
So he can float. So he can cast the breakthrough, hold priority, crack the LED for red, and then dredge again. But he's still facing a bog, and that play is all in. But I don't know what other. I don't know what other outs he has here.
Well,
Because that Reclaimer's on the table, so that Cabal Therapy's blank. He's never going to get access to be able to.
Creeping
What about-
Chills, potentially milled off the top, could get him above one-shot kill from Marit Leech.
Yeah, but
but still
how
the
does he
bog.
get? Yeah, how does he get around a bog here?
That I don't know.
If he can find a way to navigate through a bog and a 2020, that will be very impressive.
Yes. Um, I'm assuming for a moment he's just discussing what's in his list. It's basically one-sided open deck list now. Um, the Creeping Chill resolves. Doesn't
Yes.
put Jason above 20 though, which is what would have been ideal.
Yeah, and David also surgically the Narcomoebas means that there won't be any blockers to stop the 2020, which is the reason for going after the Narcomoebas there with the surgical.
Right.
It just secures a kill. Yeah, he's gonna go. He's going for broke. So he's gonna put this in the yard, and he can't respond to mana abilities, but he can still respond to the breakthrough. And if he bogs, the game is just over.
Right.
So if David sees it, and he's actually going to sack the original Cloud Post. So he's going to sack the Cloud Post. He's going to get a bog. He has mana floating, which will be able to turn into a 2020. That 2020 is then going to kill Jason, who no longer has plays because he's just going to draw 4 cards and put them into the yard and pass the turn. So it looks like he's still going to take those game actions. But unless he's sandbagging some way to get an island plus a submerge into his hand, I don't see his way out of this one.
Not looking good.
What do you mean? I thought I looked my best I've ever looked.
Now you look great. Not looking
Oh,
good for
well,
David.
thanks, thank you.
I mean, for Jason. Sorry. This has been a good match though.
Yeah, so draw 4 cards, put them into the yard, pass the turn, and die.
I think that's what's happening. He has no cards in hand, no relevant cards in the grave. He might just be hoping David forgets to make a Marrow Age.
I don't know. That's a bold move, Cotton, and that looks like it's it.
All right, that's game. David Tao is unstoppable. He is the champion again. All right, let's tune into the players. Phil, you want to jump on that call?
Yeah, let me hop in there for a sec, real quick.
All right, we're going to tune in with the players now.